the Higgs boson and the Higgs field are what we call super weakly. It's a super weak field, and when you have such a weak force, it costs a lot to produce the particle, the quantum of the field. And we have been trying to discover the Higgs in the past 20 years extremely hard. We started with the collider of electrons and positrons in Geneva, Switzerland, and we were working at the Tevatron since the 90s, trying to hunt the Higgs. You need to put a lot of energy in the center of mass in order to excite the field and produce a Higgs particle, and it's and we didn't know. Of course, there's a big mystery that we had. We didn't know the mass of the Higgs. In order to be able, if you know the mass, you know where to look. So those two effects, the fact that it is a weak field and it takes a lot to tease out the particle, and the fact that we didn't know its mass, made the hunt a very long and complicated hunt, and with a final glory of coming to at the Large Hadron Collider, where we actually discovered the Higgs in one final state to start with 2 photons, and then we discovered it in the 2 Z bosons final state. And all these particles decay into the standard model particles, so we have a way to reconstruct from the momenta and the energy of the final state particles and create a peak that tells you what the Higgs mass is. Once you know the Higgs mass, then you can go and explore the 300 other signatures where the Higgs is going to imprint its existence, and you can start doing the measurement of the properties of the particle and start doing all the characterization of its quantum numbers and what exactly it is. Because one thing we have to keep in mind for the Higgs is that we have found the mechanism and the particle with almost 100% confidence that gives mass to the W's and the Z's. As for the fermions, the electrons, the muons, the taus, and the quarks, this is something we still are investigating, because in the discussion of how the Higgs endows mass to the particles, we said that it's a slightly different way that the Higgs talks to the fermions compared to the way it talks to the bosons. And so the work to understand exactly that is going on. So with the Higgs, the discovery has happened in three ways, which all involve bosons, and we still are moving towards understanding it and understanding if it is the standard model Higgs.